On to takeaways. So I think I have like overarching takeaways here. My main one, which I just put out an essay about yesterday, is be the person that people want to root for. Um, we saw that this week with the Oscars with Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler both winning their first Oscars. And I think that also applies to Disney, where it's like now I want to root for them because it's like they're bringing it back to like the families that were the original audience. Like bring more of that, back into not just the marketing, but like the company itself. Like how are you trying to like, make it so that you're, inviting them and making it easy for them to be a part of the Disney family. Um and then also similar with like the AI CMO, like, um, can you think about how many people are going to want to root for companies that are bragging about using an AI CMO to like bring people? Not just because it's my job, but because like I want humans to win. And I still think like humans have, a one up on AI, and I'm actively rooting for Stripe to succeed because it's like they get it. They get that humans are the ultimate users that they're gonna, be promoting to that their product is for. So be the person that people want to root for.
And be a human, even
Yeah,
in the
right.
AI age.
Yeah. Uh,
See, I think my takeaways are we should still have more kids. It's not over. Like I don't know. I feel like the kid thing is happening right now. I think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Also, I think it comes back to we kind of talk about Marty Supreme, but also with rooting for remember who your fans are and
Mm-hmm.
thank them and be grateful on your journey, right? So like don't get
Yeah.
don't get too big for your britches, always be humble. I've mentioned the Taylor Swift situation, but also as a brand, I think that's the other thing that Stripe, I don't know why I'm on my Stripe grind today, but I think
Hmm.
Stripe does a really good job about that. Even though they're like
Yeah.
very polished and thoughtful, I think they still really care about their user base and they don't feel like alienating in a way that other brands, like other tech brands can, where you're like, okay, they're not
Uh-huh.
accessible or whatever. Like Apple can be a little like, we're too cool for school, right? But like, I feel like
Hmm.
Stripe is somewhat cool and welcoming. And I think you have to remember when you have a community that's really passionate about you, help them continue that. Don't give them a reason to turn against you, which is like our kind of like the culmination of the Marty Supreme takeaway and the business takeaway. It's like, just help people help you be successful by not being a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, that was the reason why I loved the Stripe mini city, right? It was just like, not only did they build a city, but within the city, the different buildings and like stores that were in there were all Stripe stores, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you're calling it back to like your users that, use you and giving them props for not only using the product, but then highlighting them and their businesses, which is like a cool way to make it about your community, and not just about yourself. People want that sort of like, humility, like we saw with Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, the way that they accepted the awards. When his cinematographer won the Oscar, he like rushed back to bring her son to like, the front so that he could hear his mom like do her speech, and even her speech, right? She asked all the women in the room to like stand up to thank them as like the ones who had been there before her, all this is speaking to like, what you're saying is like don't get too big for your britches and just like know where you came from,
And
remember who you are.
and be grateful. And it's such a like I have a
Yes.
mentor right now and she's like, Cynthia, it's free currency. It's free currency
Hmm.
to be grateful and thank people and give compliments. And it's like you just need that reminder, in your
Hmm.
personal life, but also in your work life. So yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Cynthia. Where can people find you?
Thank you for having me. Okay, you can find me on X, the Everything app at Cynthia McGillis. And then also I got a website. I'm Cynthia Bell McGillis there, because I love my maiden name. So
Yeah.
thanks for having me, Sonia.
Awesome. And you can follow me at Sonia Bashez everywhere. And then the podcast at Meme Team Pod on YouTube, and then Meme Team Podcast on Spotify and TikTok. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.